Alright, I'm back. Make sure you guys press the like button. I recommend you go over to Drip Coach's YouTube channel. Drip Coach and Hustleman Matt just got through with an AMA. So far, these guys are 13 for 13 days of having something new every single day in regards to the dev team for DripX. You know, they've had something new or some AMA or been in a Telegram chat or something. Which is pretty impressive. I haven't seen that done in any other project I've been in. So Viper was confirmed for Thursday. I think on my previous video, I just threw out some guesses, like some theoretical, I think this is going to happen at this time and this time, based on some probability and statistics or whatever. But that was confirmed. So we can look forward to seeing how Viper plays out in regards to the price action. The reason why I mentioned that is because one of the things that was discussed is it's going to cost 0.1 BNB. That liquidity is growing like crazy, but that's because of we still have the buy and burn in effect. At 2 BNB, but it's going to cost 0.1 BNB and to mature your miners, and then your miners automatically go into buying shares to stake. All right, so let me go back to the website. So basically, let's just say you got some miners. If this takes place on Thursday, which today is Tuesday, I believe, that's going to be 15 days. So we might not see much action, or it'll be for people who have like 30-day, miners and so forth coming out afterwards. They'll have the option. Coach also asked Matt about if there's going to be some type of integration on the website where you can actually see your miner saying, the 51% has been reached, and then give you the option to do that. I just don't know. I'm not sure if this part was explained on the AMA. Again, I'll have to go back and check it out. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, but I want to know if it's going to give you also an option to how long you're going to stake once you decide to take part in Viper. Which basically after 51 days of your miner, you'll have that option to send those DripX tokens to the buy shares for staking, which is essentially going to take DripX tokens off the market. Plus we have the buy and burn, buying DripX and burning it. So these two mechanics so far should be pretty bullish for the overall protocol. I just want to check out the buy and burn real quick, see where we at. All right, so we're down a little bit, but I think that's because of the price of BNB might be down, because we're still at 1.9 something. It was somewhere around there, 1.99 or whatever. Maybe this amount right here is a little lower, but if we were to round that, that's still 2 BNB trigger cap right there going in every 10 minutes. So that 0.1 BNB that you need to take part in the Viper feature, that's coming straight to the liquidity pool, DripX wrap BNB. So that part I did not know. That's something that was explained during the AMA. So that's pretty bullish, because of course people are going to be taking. It's funny, every time I make a video on this side, people start selling like crazy. But we're going to have the buy and burn. We're going to have the regular price action from people interacting with buying DripX off the market, and we're going to have 0.1 BNB coming in for people using Viper, which and then Viper is going to take DripX off the market, so that's a win-win situation. But I do want to talk about payouts, because if more people are coming in via using Viper, that's going to dilute guys such as myself, because this is basically the only thing I'm really charting right now, or as far as the journey, making videos, is just how these payout cycles are going to be. Plus, if we get any additional information, I'll relay that as well. Again, I encourage you guys to go watch Drip Coach's AMA, because I'm sure that there was a lot that was said that I'm leaving out. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing just yet. It just ended maybe a little bit before I started this video. But if people were to use Viper in a more aggressive way, which that's what we want, because we're going to have that price action of the 0.1 BNB going to feed the liquidity pool. But guys who staked on the lower end, like myself, I'll probably put maybe I don't know how to calculate that. I can only really talk about my shares. So, because I was gonna say I'll put 1,000 USD in there, but it's different. It's gonna get you different share rates depending on the time that you bought or whatever. So I got 1.2 million shares, or 1.2 million shares. You know what I'm saying? And I got 0.1%, which this amount is dropping, but it's not dropping as fast. But that is not going to matter as much, because for a decent payout, it's going to be at least 2 more weeks from tomorrow, in which this amount is going to be decreasing every day, and it's really going to decrease once the Viper guys get in, because they're to take advantage of that is going to automatically stake and give them shares, which is going to further dilute people who started before that, unless you play the game and get more shares. It's just a game is it worth trying to keep up with, basically? Is it worth it, because for me, it gets to the point, like, let's just say I even put $50 a day just buying DripX off the market. You have to ask yourself the question: is that going to be enough, or are you essentially feeding the protocol and not feeding yourself, so to speak? We won't know. Now, I'm pretty sure that would have done something up until the point of Viper. Viper is going to be bullish for the overall protocol, because it's not just about an individual person. It's really about you playing your cards right and doing what's more advantageous for yourself. Meaning, as of right now, long-term miners are the play. Even mid-term, because you still have Viper, so you can do a 60-day, and then after a month, you can do a bunch of 60 days just to. It's like a measuring. It's like insurance, dang there. Like your 60-day, you can just let that rock. If it's profitable to take it out in 31 days or whatever and stake it, then you can do that for X amount of shares. A lot of people weren't interested in shares or staking. They were more so interested in mining. And shouts out to Coach, because he was really trying to get that point across. Like, yo, are you saying that we have to sell the DripX? Yes or no? I mean, he didn't say that, but that's, So basically, for a lot of people to be profitable, you're going to be looking at doing long-term miners and selling. I mean, of course, Matt not going to say that. He's going to have a bias for the project, and he's not going to encourage that. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be one of the primary ways of generating a profit in the protocol. So, and these are things we already knew. I mean, whether people want to believe it or not, that's a different story. But we already know. I mentioned it in two to three other videos. You got about 3 options. Either you're going to hold that token, which Matt mentioned in the AMA. This is not the type of token you want to hold, but people going to do it anyway, because there's people with billions of tokens already just sitting in their wallets. And at any moment, they can sell. It's really up to them. You know what I'm saying? But either you're going to hold it, you're going to sell it, you're going to hold it to wait for another project to come out, or you're going to stake it. That's really the only options I see. So we already mentioned that. But now that we are 2 weeks in the game, we have more information and more data to properly assess the protocol and figure out what's going to be best for you. And as of right now, that is looking like you're going to be doing some type of yield farming, or you're going to be doing long-term stakes. I mean, long-term miners. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see. I went the stake route. That was my primary goal. Even the videos I made before the project even came out, I said that's what I wanted to do. But I switched my strategy from one to the other because I wanted to understand the protocol. So I basically went from wanting to get BNB and just buy DripX and then stake it right off the bat, or I could diversify and stake a smaller portion like 1/3, and then get 2/3 worth of miners. And then I took the miners and then basically staked the DripX that came from the miners. But now I'm in the process of, or I've been in the process of getting diluted. So that wasn't the primary play. Or I could have took the 100 million DripX and just sold that for like this amount, maybe a little bit more. But I didn't do that either because I wasn't sure if that was going to be a better play overall compared to long term. But now you know. So for people who are watching, I'm pretty sure you guys have formulated your own strategy by now. And that's basically what this journey has been about. Just straight up strategy. What's going to be the right thing to do? Of course, the more you have to spend, the more options you have to generate a yield. That's just how it's laid out. So with that being said, man, let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below in the comment section. And other than that, I'm out. It's Icy and I'm out.